Hey everybody, Bobman MTG playing MTG here. We gotta switch this up actually because this is going to be, assuming enough people join, a modern, Masters 2017 draft. That's fine. There we go. I got to pull up the Twitch page and fix that. You have to bear with me for a minute while I fix this. What are we doing? Edit. We are Masters 2017 Drunk Draft. Woo! Alright, we got you. Close that shit. Next thing I gotta do is update. Oh, God damn it, it's starting. Well, Facebook page might have to wait. We got some cool stuff here. Woolly Thoctor, that's a badass card. Avacyn's Pilgrim's a sweet card. Mog Flunkies, you say. I like the mana setup cards, but I might want a payoff card right away, because 5-4 for 3 mana could be really sweet. So look at this, but I want to have the Woolly Thoctor. I also want to have the mana fixing, so I think the best pick for me is going to be the 3 mana 5-4. It's probably going to be a mistake, but we'll see. Again, I don't do a very good job of making sure that this works. Alright, so let's open the Bobman MTG Facebook and post that we are streaming. A Modern Masters. Thragtusk, that's sweet. Gorkline Rampager is also pretty sweet. I think the Rampager is probably better. Do I want the mana fixing yet? This is a pretty perfect mana fixing for this. I think I want to stay on the plan of taking big beaters, but is Thragtusk better than Rampager? Probably. And is the Guildgate better than that? I don't think so. Summoning Trap's pretty nice. I don't really care about that. Rock's Warmonk's sweet. I might want the Pilgrim at this point, or the Sylvan Ranger. Sylvan Ranger seems good. I'll take Sylvan Ranger. Streaming a Modern Masters 2017. Stoic Angel. 3/4 flyer for 4 mana. Or the Guildgate, or that's not that good. Momentary Blink could be sweet if I get the right cards for it. Fastback has a blue. Flying Vigilance 3/4 for 4 mana. The mana fixing might be good enough that I take Seaside Citadel. In fact, I'm just going to do that. Sprouting Threadnex is okay. Golgari Signet's not terrible. Of course, Skyfisher I kind of like. But at the moment, it looks like green isn't super open, so I don't want another 3 mana guy. I either want the Skyfisher, the Slaughterhorn, which I don't think... Slaughterhorn's fine. It's still a 3/2. But I'm going to take the Signet because it's also a ramp, and if I'm playing Thragtusk, I kind of want to get it out as early as possible. Still trying to update the Facebook real quick. So I apologize if I'm not looking at the camera. Alright. Publish. Alright, so that's over with. We're published. Whenever a non-token creature dies... it's not that great. Alright, this one's okay. It's a removal spell. Soul Bond. First Strike, 2/2 for 3 mana. That's a little high. Goblin Assault's fine. I like Goblin Assault, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. It's 4 or greater. No, that's not that great. Probably like Pitfall Trap best. It's a removal spell. Nothing of value really, but I got a sweet set of cards so far. I don't know how well the draft is going to pay off for me. I just kind of want to see the format because I only played it once. No, I haven't played it at all actually. I haven't entered the Modern Masters 2017 draft at all. No. So this is the first time I've actually had an opportunity to play with these cards, so I'm just trying my luck and seeing how it goes. Slaughter Hunt's probably the best card for me. I don't really want the black. I only took the Signet to mana fix to like up my mana a little bit. Izzet Charm could be good, but I'm not gonna count on blue being one of my main colors, so I'm just gonna take the 3 meta guy. Seal of Primordium's okay. I think the Shimmering Grotto or the Guild Gate are the best picks. I'll take Shimmering Grotto. I need mana fixers in this format. If it plays anything like older, like cubish kind of formats or original Modern Masters, the mana fixing is kind of important. So I don't want to pass up on something like that, even though it's like not great to have to use it. I'll still take it if it gets me like the colors I need on time. Because I passed up on Jungle Shrine and Arcane Sanctum already, so we're probably not going to see anything as good as that ever again. But I wanted this Thoctor, and then I wanted Thragtusk badly. We'll see. The deck doesn't seem to put much pressure on so far. It doesn't seem to have much payoff so far, but it's got some 5 power beasts, so I'm okay with that. And a 3 power beast. But if I want to be on the offensive, then I gotta start lowering my curve. I can't start picking up higher things. But we saw Glorkine Rampager go by us. So that's not great. It's not ideal. Is this the button that shows me if anybody's watching? Probably is. There's just probably nobody here. Yeah. Alright. Just checking if anybody was watching. Okay, worried that... There we go. Gruul Guildgate seems good. Root Drawer Defense is okay. Don't want a Shimmering Grotto if I don't have to. Not bad. 2 mana 3/3. But I'd rather have Guildgate. I don't have a great set of fixing if I want to be in Naya colors, but I'm not committed to that. I have a Sylvan Ranger. So I'm not up Shit's Creek really. It's a good sideboard card. I don't know how important it is to have that in my sideboard, though. It looks like blue might be kind of open, so I might want to take this Guildgate, actually. The Summoning Trap came back, but the Explorer might be better. 5 mana, just battlefield, +1 to everything, and it has Unearth for 3. 3/3 for 5 doesn't seem great. I might want to just take either Explorer or Summoning Trap. Summoning Trap seems better, but Explorer would be great. I'm just going to take the Summoning Trap and look for mana fixing later. None of these are awesome. Let's take Spell Pierce. None of these are awesome. Let's take you. Take you. What is this? Return target green card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Nothing too exciting right now. But mostly green. Not complaining about the cards that I have, just wish that I had a little bit more of a consistent set here, because the mana doesn't really make any sense yet. I love Summoning Trap when it was in Standard, and having 2 5-power beaters doesn't make me upset. Alright, Misty Rainforest. It's definitely getting chosen. What am I passing up on, though, just so I'm aware? Risk Protector is not terrible. Burning Tree Mysterium would be nice, but definitely taking the Misty. I don't think it's worth that much money, but for the 25 ticks that I entered, I kind of want it. Plus, it doesn't fix badly for the deck, but if we're being honest here, I'm just taking it because I think it's more valuable than any of the other cards in that pack. If there was like a super crazy bomb for the deck, I might have just taken it, but we both know that that Misty Rainforest needed to come with me tonight. Sorry, just checking Facebook to make sure that it posted. Indeed it did. Alright, I posted, so we're good. I would like my next card. Let's pull up the price of Misty Rainforest online in a second. Guild gates are okay. It's okay. That's a powerful card. Sensor Splicer seems good. Avacyn's Pilgrim is probably the best card for me. It's a 5 mana thing. Gives Golem's Vigilance. Either that or the Guild Gate. I'm probably just going to take Pilgrim. Mana ramp, like I said, was kind of important to this type of strategy. I would like something that I could actually get out with Summoning Trap at some point, but I don't think Sensor Splicer is good enough that I want that. I'd rather have more giant things like these. Alright, Misty Rainforest. It is Modern Masters 2017. Bronze Beak Moa. Enter battlefield. It's +3/+3. Anything else awesome in here at all? Another Sylvan Ranger or the Moa? I want the Sylvan Ranger if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. Alright, online $7 for the Misty, so I'm not complaining about that. Yeah, Mana Fixing is important enough that I kind of want these in the deck over a Bronzebeak Moa. Bronzebeak Moa is not bad, but I don't think it matters really. Gotta start picking up things that work well with the Summoning Trap here. Otherwise, it's just gonna come out because it doesn't do much with just Thragtusk. Now, Revive might be good enough. Explore. Nothing else for my deck. Pyroclasm, maybe, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't know the format enough, though, so maybe. I'm going to go with Explore. Might be a higher land count in this deck, maybe 18 lands. But again, we still need big things. We still need to be able to do big things. I'm thinking about the Revive. I think for right now I'm going to put the Revive back in because this could be good. Like Summoning Trap something and then Revive back Trap and do it again. So it doesn't even have to be a green creature, it can be any creature, so we don't have to get stuck in our colors for Summoning Trap to work. But we need big things. Right now I got 16 cards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are lands. Niv Mizzet, that's a good card. Urban Evolution's not bad, but I want big things for the thing. The 2/1, that's not big. Blue, blue, red, red. How likely is that? Not very. Pyro Shaman could go well in this deck. Each blocked creature is +1/+0 and gains trample. So 2/1 for 2. Will I take the Niv Mizzet? That's a lot of blue committing to this deck. I don't even have that much red, really. Screw it. I'm going to take one of these. I guess this. I like Centaur Healer. I like Sidraxis Spectre, but that's a commitment in colors. Sky Knight's okay. Slaughterhorn again. We're seeing a lot of duplicates, which is making me a little weirded out because I didn't think that that was likely. Whenever target creature dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I think I'm going to take the Centaur Healer over that. I kind of need things to do. What is this? You can't block now. That's not powerful. It's either the Centaur Healer or this guy. Maybe it's this, and I hope we're... No. It's so risky, because I can just easily get screwed out of actually being able to do anything with that. Missionary's okay. Rotworm's really good. It's a 5/4, but it requires that black. Nothing else here screams at me that I want to play it, so I'm probably just going to take the Rotworm. Whenever it attacks, gets +3/+3. I'm going to take Rotworm. Fists of Ironwood. Change creature has trample. Magma Jet's good. Augur's good if I'm in blue, but I don't even know if I'm in blue anymore. I don't know what's going on. I should be looking at the off-color cards. For right now, I'm going to take Magma Jet because that has bigger upside than any of this crap. I think from now on what I need is... Ooh, Burning Tree came back. I don't need a second Rotworm. It would have been nice to know that that was coming back, though. I like Burning Tree Emissary. The Guild Gate is so nice, though. I don't think the Emissary is going to matter if I'm going for a big strategy. I'd rather have one of these guys, or maybe the Wrath. Thunderous Wrath, 5 damage. That kills pretty much everything. Or I can just hedge my bets and go into the Black Splash. I only got a couple of seconds. Yeah, we're going to do this. Alright, when in doubt, take mana fixing, I guess. Let's get all of the lands out of here. And let's just assume that we have enough mana fixing to do whatever the hell we want. Because I can't really look at it anymore. I don't know. Let's take the Ancient Grudge, I guess. Sure, whatever. No use for any of those. Our curve doesn't look terrible, but the mana fixing's a little weird. As for white cards, it's really just these 3. But we have enough fixing that doesn't really bother me. I want to be more of a Jundi base now that I'm looking at it. In which case, I have other options. We get Falconwrath Aristocrat, which is one of the best cards in the set, I think. We also get Path to Exile, which is probably one of the best cards in the set. This isn't really that great. I can't not take this. It's ridiculous. But I really want the Path, and I really want this, so... Unfortunately, none of these cards go well with the Summoning Trap that I have in my pile, so... This is the closest thing that I would want to draw. Fiery Justice. Gaia's Anthem. These are interesting. Oh man, I wish all of these cards did something great, but none of them are big. I didn't get any big cards. Do I just want Gaia's Anthem for this deck, or do I want to actually take a thing that does something? Because we are in pack 3 right now, and we are running out of time to finish a deck here. I don't have any blue, so I can chill out on the blue crap. The Summoning Trap looks worse and worse and worse every second, though. I'm just going to take this. Sever the Bloodline. Savage Land. I think my mana fixing might be good enough that I can avoid the Savage Lands and just go for the Sever. Which I'm going to do. I've only got 20 cards here, though, so it doesn't look great for us. Yeah, and nothing in here is really great as a replacement, but we have no blue, so we don't have to worry about that. Fortunately, we just don't have that many playables, so we're kind of stuck with what we got here. Alright, what is this? Giant Baiting. Create a 4/4. I guess at the beginning of the next end step. You get 2 4/4s. It's not bad. Do I already have one of these in here? No, I didn't pick it up last time. Maybe I just take Harmonize because drawing cards seems like it could be good. Maybe. Create 2 1/1s. Get 8 power for 3 mana. You can tap 2 creatures to get 8 power off of this. We're going to try this out. I've never got to cast this spell before. Reach Death Touch seems good. Rampager seems awesome. Ground Assault's pretty sweet later in the game, but I'm running low on creatures, so I kind of want the 4/4. Burning Tree, Explore, sideboard card. Burning Tree probably is the best use in this deck. So we made it to 23 with 3 weird colored cards. And some cards that aren't great. I think the Pitfall Trap might come out for something else. We've got only 13 creatures too. Coiling Oracle, that makes me want to be blue again. Oh man. Do I just take another Explorer or do I take a Mana Fixer? I don't think any other 2-drops, so maybe I just take the Guildgate. I'm gonna do that. What does this do? Create an XX Ooze. Thunderous Wrath's probably super powerful, so we can take that out. So 13-10 right now. We really need to change that to more creatures if possible. Another Explorer. You really want me to have these Explorers in this deck, don't you? There's nothing else here for me, so I'm going to take it. I don't want to play it, though. That's 2 Explorers. I think the Revive is getting worse, though. No, it's tough to say. What does it do? Return a green card. What is not green? This... Can we please? None of these cards are good. I guess this could be a good sideboard card. I don't know. Wow, Savage Lands came back. I will take you. That was perfect. Actually, I don't know how bad Revive is. What is not green? I'll take it. It's a creature. Artifact or enchantment. Okay. Well, shit. Alright, so we have enough sideboarding. That's fine. Cards are not green. Not green, you're not green, you're not green. You're not green. Oh, look at you. You're not green, you are not green. Most of the deck is green at this point. 1, 2, 9 cards out of 23 are not green. Group creatures separately. So, we don't have too many cool things to get with this Summoning Trap, but it's still an instant speed creature, but it's not guaranteed. I'm not gonna ever... I mean, I'm not... These are not going in the main deck at all. Oh, Magician Beetle. What does this do? Whenever a player sacks a creature, you can put a 1/1 counter on it. That is underwhelming. So these are the only potentials, but even this card is kind of crap. So Pitfall Trap is the only potential card. Now, what do we have that is white? We have these 2 cards up here. Whoops, go back. These 2 cards up here. That's about it. We have 14, 11. Which means I still have to cut a card, right? I want to play this because I've never had a chance to test it before. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, make a 1/1 green setup blank. That seems like a bad card. All the other cards do stuff by themselves. Whenever a non-token creature dies, create a 1/1. It's such a late card. Alright, so what do we have? We don't want blue things, right? We have nothing blue in the main deck? I don't think so. So we don't want that. We want these. We want this. We don't care about those. Misty just gets a green, but that's fine. It thins the deck. This is green-white. This is everything. And might as well play the Shimmering Goblin. Oops. Kind of have to add basics. Add basics, please. 2/2/4. How many reds do I have here already? 1, 2. How many black? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this mana base is not as good as I thought. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shimmering Grotto might have to come out for a swamp. This mana base is really iffy. Combine groups. Sort by color. Ugh, this is a mess. Look at this. There are planes in here? Yeah, there is. Shit. Forgot about these cards. Sort of need planes. Alright, you know what? I'm not even going to think about it anymore. I'm just going to submit this because my draft luck is crap. 16 lands. How did I do that? Should I take this out? For now, I'm going to take out the revive. I'm going to add basic land. Guess which one? Alright, so let's submit or save or whatever. And let us play our first league match. See how it goes. Alright, everybody ready? It's going to be a good one. I don't think that draft went amazing. I think I made some mistakes. This hand has turn 2 Pit Keeper that does nothing. Possible Magma Jet. I'm going to mulligan. Alright, this has Pilgrim into Ranger into Red Source for this guy. Keeps these. I'll leave it on top. This gives me turn 2 Sylvan Ranger, and I get the tap land out of my hand, and I get to thin my deck out a little bit. Which means turn 3 I can probably drop the Rampager unless my opponent has some sort of disruption for the Pilgrim. But even if he does, I'm fine with a turn 3 or turn 4 Rampager. It's okay. Opponent does nothing. I play Sylvan Ranger. I guess I'll get a White Source. And we'll have 6. Opponent does nothing. We're just going to drop this guy. The 4/4. It's not bad since he's a little bit behind anyway. Plus I have the Slaughterhorn to pump, so if he tries anything tricky, I get to get him. Opponent does nothing, which is suspect. Let's just send in the team and see what he does. F6. I'm going to save this. I don't really need to add to the board. It doesn't help my clock at all because I can pump things, surprise pump things, instead of just putting something on the board that's 3 power. To screw up his blocks. Looks like he might be missing a land. Mortar's my dude. You got it. Can't Blood Rush right now. Gives him the advantage on board, but I still have the Slaughterhorn, so I'm not too upset. Let's put this out here. Play this. Do I want to attack? Nah. No sense telegraphing. He looks like he's light on mana. He's going to get in for some damage, maybe. Nope. What do you cast then? Probably full of large cards, which means I may want to start trying to capitalize. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so play this guy. Has haste so I can get in for 4. That's fine with me. Attack. I'm going to play this out now because it's better to have it on the board for this aristocrat's ability. Plays a land. Color screwed, mana screwed. Webs my Slaughterhorn. You got it. Get in for another 4. I don't have anything to play this for. There's nothing in the deck above 5 mana, so I'm not too worried about it. And I have no abilities on the battlefield. Plays another non-flyer. Plays another non-flyer. appears to be conceding the game. Opponent is at 1. Oh, it wasn't a human. I'm an idiot. Well, we win next turn. My opponent was playing a pretty straightforward game, so I don't want to side in any of this stuff. Do I want the Pitfall Trap? He didn't do much. I feel like for his deck I might want enough removal. I think the Summoning Trap is a little bit overkill, so I'm going to take that out. If our opponent draws well, we might regret that because I feel like it's a good way to shore up matches. And we didn't really get to see his whole deck. We don't have any green sources, so this is going back. We have 1 land, so this is going back. We have Sylvan Ranger Forest. I guess I'll keep and hope that there's a land. There is. Okay. Opponent's on the play, so at least we get to go tap land into Sylvan Ranger and to explore or something. I don't know. Guildgate Pass. Opponent plays 3/3. You got it. Attacking for 1 probably, unless he has something better to do. Nope. Let's fix this. Let us play our Sylvan Ranger. And so to let us get our planes. Yes, please. Which means next turn we can play our Woolly Thoctor. Also gives us a chumper if we need for this. Opponent has Wayfaring Temple, pretty powerful. It's going to be a little bit ahead of us. But we're going to play this anyway because I can't really do much else. And we're going to have 6 since we can't do anything. Power Domes use a number of creatures you control. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, populate. So I have to block this. Even if he kills my Thoctor, I'm chumping. Because if he populates, he makes another Centaur, and things get out of control very quickly. Yep, Mortar's my dude. Makes another Centaur. Definitely blocking this temple. Either way, because it's the biggest thing. Alright, Aristocrat doesn't really do much right now. I think I explore first and see if there's anything going on. Then probably concede. Yeah, I'm not winning this game. Opponent already has 11 power and I'm at 13. I have nothing to do. We might just run it back though. I don't have too much interaction outside of the black colors. It looked like I was a little bit light on land, but especially black sources. But I'm going to run it back and see what happens. Maybe I take out a forest. Yes, please. We have 1, 2, 3, and Thoctor. I'm going to keep. So I get to play Sylvan Ranger, thin out my deck, play Woolly Thoctor, have a 5/4. If my opponent has Mizzy Mortars, it's not great, but you know, I'll be fine with that. I just screwed myself over. Well, now I don't get to play the Woolly Thoctor on turn 3 because I'm an idiot. We will go get a mountain and make it seem like we didn't have it so that we're sneaky with the turn 4 Woolly Thoctor. Could have played it on curve, but we're dumb. What is our opponent going to do? Plays his own Sylvan Ranger. That means we get to get him for 1. Unfortunately, again, we're just behind an extra turn because we're an idiot. Attack for 1. Opponent trades, must think that his hand is better than my hand, I guess. It's going to take a while for this to go off, but when it does, it'll be nice. I think next turn I'm just going to play the Rampager. Puts me a little bit ahead. Plus, if he kills it, I get a 5/4 instead of a 4/4. I have this coming down the pipeline a little later. Another 3/3. And Ground Assault. Interesting. Gets in for 3. You got it, buddy. Holy Factor's coming out, which means I'm playing a red source. Just in case. Ending turn. Emissary's fine. Get your 2 mana. Also got Harmonize, draw 3 cards. Seems good. Good job, buddy. Proud of you. No attacks. Unless he really wants that 3 damage. I will use this since I don't have anything else to do with it. Also gets me scrying. Pilgrim bad. Rotworm seems good. Deals 5 damage. Is instant? Alright, so it's an instant, so I'm definitely playing this. Let's see if he wants to trade. If he does, he gets boned. Nope, taking it. I'll play another 5/4. And I'll end my turn. One has a billion cards in hand, but we have 2 5/4s and a big removal spell, so I'm not too upset, but again, this could be anything. Also has 6 mana, ability to play at least 2 to 3 spells. Unflinching Courage, Trample Lifelink, 5/5. Perfect range for this if they do not have another trick to make it bigger. Unfortunately, I am going to take some damage. Signet, not that great. Don't care about that. Can get 2 mana out of it for Mizzium Mortars, which would be annoying. Fists of Ironwood. Make some guys. You got it. At least he doesn't attack with anything. Okay. Alright, so let's do this now while he's tapped out. Play the Savage Lands. Yeah, we'll attack. Putting 2 guys in front of him. That's fine. She still takes 5 and only is left with a sapling. Unfortunately, I am not doing so great. All I have is a land. It's a 3/3. Plays a War Chant. That's a good one. Get in for 2 if he wants, but he's empty-handed and I have a 5/4. Now, he's got 4 toughness. I'm going to play this either way. Am I win? Yeah, I'm definitely winning this race. Like, if he takes 5, he's dead next turn if he doesn't do anything. Chumping? Double blocking. This is perfectly fine. He loses both of his guys. And I have a guy and he doesn't. Wayfaring Temple's not so great by itself. Alright, so we get a card that we can cast. But we get to get in for some damage. Take 2. Now, if he does not draw a creature off the top, he's in really bad shape because I have 2 guys and he has none. Yes, please. Does nothing. I have to go in every turn, really. Even if he has a trick, there's nothing I can do but keep attacking him because the second he draws a creature, it makes my life very difficult. Takes another 4. Opponent, does he draw a creature? Did not draw a creature. Okay. Going into match number 2, undefeated after 1 round. Look at me. It's going way better than Aether Revolt drafts. As far as value goes, not really. The only value card we opened was a Misty Rainforest. Alright, got our second match going. Alright, match has started. Let's see what we got here. Waiting for an opponent to decide whether they would like to go first. We have a bad hand, so we're mulling. Alright, this is really good. I will leave that on top since we're on the draw. So we get to go turn 1 Pilgrim. Turn 2 Sylvan Ranger, get land, play it. Okay, so now we have land, so we can go explore, land, Sylvan Ranger. Right? Am I crazy? Well, I want to do it off this probably. No. Okay, explore, land, sack, forest, Sylvan Ranger. Okay, yes. Mountain better. Opponent is also on green-black things. Go to combat. Attack with both. Play Rampager. Biggest thing on the board is a 4/4, which is not impressive, given that my opponent is in 5 colors. Play land. Go to combat. Attack with these. Opponent takes 5. Down to 13. Play this. Worried that it's not going to go well. If my opponent has a Wrath spell, this was bad. Opponent plays a 2/4 that turns into a 2/4. Interesting. Doesn't have Death Touch, so the Rampager can still get in, luckily. First black land. Need another red source, though. 13. If I attack with everything, my opponent just chumps one of them and takes 4 anyway, so I'm not going to go crazy. 9 life. Opponent looks like they have every color they could possibly want. Plays a Signet. That doesn't seem to do anything. Follow-up is a Sunhome Guildmage. Also not that interesting. Opponent passing. I'll play the Explorer since I have nothing else going on. Play Signet. Tap this, have black, green, black, 1. So I can sever right now. Opponent doesn't have access to anything. If I sever the Spider, I can attack with both of these for 7. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. I have no access to extra red sources. I'm actually going to sever this. So let's do this. Do that. Sever you. That lets me get in for at least 7. Putting my opponent to 2. Opponent has to pull out some stops here with 6 cards in hand, but only 5 mana. Okay. Didn't see much on my opponent's deck, so I'm not going to sideboard. I don't like sideboarding until I actually know what's going on. I have literally no idea. So we're just going to leave it as is. Hope that something good happens. I don't know if the summoning trap should even be in here. It's kind of iffy. But I'm going to leave it in. I like having access to the removal spells. I feel like similar to just a basic Jund deck of playthings win. The Explorers are a little awkward. The Pit Keeper is awkward. The deck isn't ideal, but it still has the right ratio of most of the cards. Little Creature Light. Wish it wasn't, but nothing I can do about that. The creatures in my sideboard are not good at all. Don't have a green source. Pretty much have to mulligan. Alright, it's a little land heavy, but I'm going to keep it. Opponent goes first, plays tap land. I will mirror that. Play Savage Land. Next turn, I'm probably going to play an untapped land so that I can explore. Especially given that my opponent has chosen to do nothing. Explore. Play Swamp. Oh, that was dumb. I should have played the Citadel. I'm an idiot. Luckily, next turn I don't have anything to do but play tap land and explore. Opponent does nothing again. Let's start off with the Explorer. Get a Slaughterhorn. Do I need to cast anything? Play tap land, play forests. Next turn I can go for Summoning Trap, so maybe I just put a thing out. You have 4 more creatures. No, I'm just going to save this. There's no reason to put a 2-1 on the battlefield. My opponent's strategy is very interesting, but I'm going to be on 6 lands with a potential like Thragtusk or Woolly Thoctor. But I think the move now might be play this. Just go get a Plains or something. I don't know. Thin out my deck a little bit to make it so that the Thragtusk or the Woolly Thoctor is more likely to happen. Opponent is playing something. Forbidden Alchemy, not too worried about that. My Forbidden Alchemy is better. What did you do? Oh, I don't get to know. So he's got something extra that he didn't have before. Opponent is tapping a bunch of mana for his own Woolly Thoctor. Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'm gonna keep this back. Not gonna bother playing. Well, if I play Centaur Healer. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is probably attack with this, because even if I do it, I still leave up Summoning Trap. So I'm gonna attack. Slaughterhorn to take out the Thoctor and in turn. That way my opponent does nothing. I can go for the trap. It's unlikely that they're playing counter spells. But, oops. Let's find out if they're playing counter spells. What do you got? It'd be really cool if they actually counted this, because I do not expect it. And, wow, really? Okay. Any order? Doesn't matter. Check that shit out. I got a Sylvan Ranger for 6 mana. Get Forest. Target creature or player. No. Let's just play Centaur Healer and attack for 1. We have 2 creatures in the graveyard. This would make 3. What? Counter target spell and return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Interesting. Alright, you got it, buddy. Let's get in for 1. Now I have 1, 2, 3 creatures in the graveyard. I need this to go to the graveyard, but I will Thunderous Wrath a Woolly Thoctor, I'll say that. Opponent has 5 cards in hand though, so opponent's at 19. Alright, so let's kill this guy. Do I have double red? I don't have double red. I'm a dummy. This doesn't have trample, so I have 1 turn to draw double red. That's a shame. How many do I need? Tap 2 untapped creatures. Well, if I let the Ranger die, then I get to play Pit Keeper into Ranger. So we're going to let Ranger die, then we get to play Keeper, get Ranger, play Ranger, get Red Source. Then we have Thunderous Wrath available for the Thopter. We're just casting some things. Our player mills 2. Who's he targeting? Me? Okay. Alright, so that lets me get the Pit Keeper out. I already wasted the Summoning Trap, so I'm not too worried about that. No attacks. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. So let's play Pit Keeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to get back Woolly Thoctor now. Okay. Yes, please. I'm going to play Woolly Thoctor. And we'll just wait to draw that red source. Because if I need to, I have access to many things. Opponent has 6 cards in hand. What are you waiting for? I'm going to attack with my Thoctor just to see what happens. Because I don't know what they're holding, but I want to see what it is. Opponent is pumping their guy? Nope, does nothing. Opponent does nothing, which is interesting. Don't really want to overextend, but I've only got 3 power on the battlefield, so I'm going to play this guy. And even if it dies, I'm not too upset, but if he counters it, I am upset. So I'm wondering what he's holding. What are you holding, buddy? What are you holding? Counter Fear. Kills both of my dudes. Get my Thragtusk. Dare I? Might as well, because I want access to the whole giant baiting thing next turn. Get 2 4/4s. Attack for 8. I want to play Scavenging Ooze. That's a good one. They have access to 1 activation, though, so it's not that scary. I can get in a lot of damage before this does anything. But they are going to go back up to 20, which is something to consider. And then they have access to another 2 activations every turn after that. And they still have 5 cards in their hand. But I have Thunderous Wrath, so opponent's tapping out. 1, 2, 3, 6 mana. What do you got? So the Thunderous Wrath. Wart. Interesting. Each red and green has Conspire. If you do copy it. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we got some goblins. Opponent ends their turn. Nothing else to do but play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I don't have access to both. If I want to play Giant Baiting, I gotta tap both my guys. Then I tap 3. I only have 5 left. I don't have double red, so I can't cast this anyway. So Giant Baiting's the only card I could cast if I wanted to. Which is a shame because I really want to kill this ooze. I have no way to do it. Sadly, I think I need to do this. So we're going to cast with Conspire. What? Okay. What's happening? Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. I got so into that game that I was not paying attention to the chat over here. I'm sorry. Sty Butcher. Yeah, I clicked that card quite a number of times before it clicked when my opponent told me, hey, man, you can't do that. So, yeah, sorry about that. In any case, that match was not going my way. I'm sorry I got so quiet. I got so into the game. Like, you ever just get that moment where you're like, oh, shit, the world is still spinning around me. Yeah, it didn't go my way. I screwed up a few things. I need a black mana. I need a red mana, but need black more. It was bad, though, because there was nothing I could do. I was just done. My brain was just way into the game. With the extra mana, I could play Pit Keeper, but there's no reason. I'd rather keep it in my hand. I'm actually going to cast the Slaughterhorn just to put some more pressure on the board, because my opponent's deck is a little slower than it should be, and I want to punish him for that. Also, next turn I'm going to play the Rotworm or the Thragtusk. Probably the probably the Thragtusk. I don't know exactly what cards are in his deck, but could easily be bad news for me if I overextend. Thragtusk keeps me from overextending, so I'm okay with that. Tap land from the opponent. Does nothing. Definitely playing mana. Definitely playing Burning Tree into Thragtusk now that I drew it. And cracking for a couple of damage. Opponent plays Terminate on the Slaughterhorn. Not too worried about that since I have a beast. Also have access to the Pit Keeper later if my opponent decides to wipe the board somehow. But I don't see it happening. Looks like my opponent's hand is very mana heavy. Not much going on. Gonna crack for some damage here. Do I need this? No, I don't need this back. Cracking with everybody. Opponent takes a bunch of damage. Not gonna play the Rotworm actually. Yeah, opponent's at 8. I am not as worried about Damnation as I should be. But if my opponent has Damnation, I played into it like a little bitch. Opponent taps, okay, way more than 4 mana. Got worried for a minute. Plays Wart, not too scared about that. This guy gives Trample, so we're just going to go in for game here. Opponent is going to declare blockers and is going to take... Oh, I don't have any red mana. I'm a dummy. I was going to take 1, 2... Yeah. I just wish I had red mana. I'm just retarded. I didn't realize I had red. I didn't know reds. So if we sack these, opponent's going to take 1, 2... Not enough damage. So I'm just going to let him take... What is this? Alright, so we'll just, you pay a green, do that. Only have 2 things left. Opponent does something. Pilfer plans, looks exciting. Could have milled me. I need some more creatures in here for this Pit Keeper dude. Didn't even think that I'd have any red mana, but the mana's tighter than I realized. I mean, look at my opponent's deck. Freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 dual lands and 2 signets. And my deck, not firing all cylinders by any means, but I could use some more duels or some more. I don't even pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, whatever. Get one of my non-creature spells. You know what I have. You know you're dead. You're at 5. Opponent passes. Play a Misty Rainforest. Does not fetch anything useful. Still can get in for close to lethal. The worm should pretty much shore up most of the problems here. Opponent has to block the 2 biggest things so they don't die. I unfortunately have to sack Thraggy. Pay black, sack Thragtusk. Can't play Pit Keeper because I'd use my black mana. Can't play Rampager because I have no red mana, but opponent's at 2, so pretty close to dead, but they have 4 cards in their hand. Still need 1 more creature in the graveyard for Pit Keeper. I need 4 more creatures in my graveyard, so something's gotta die. But if my opponent doesn't have 2, yeah, okay. Okay, game over. Going into round 3. Here's the thing about this. So, for anybody who has not been watching the Bobman MTG channel, I drafted Aether Revolt draft. I don't know, like 13, 14 times. I'm going to say probably around 14 times. I do not draft outside of Magic Online much. Once in a while, I'll go to a draft at the local gaming store, pick up some cards, see what's going on, try to figure out the format. I don't read the pick orders. I don't read, set reviews. I don't know what's going on. Most of what I do is, after the set's released, buy a case, try to build some interesting decks for newer players, casual players, sell them on eBay, etc. I lost, and this is not common. Generally, I'll go 2-1, 3-0, maybe some 1-2s here and there in a new format. Aether Revolt, I have lost, and you can look at the YouTube channel, I have lost every single draft that I have entered in the leagues. Oh, I got paired. Every single one in Aether Revolt. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't know if there's something different about Aether Revolt. Every single one. We got a 2-mana guy and some stuff, so I'm just going to keep this. Savage Lands, pass. I remember playing, when I first started playing Magic, it was Alara Reborn. What do you got, buddy? Thanks, you too. I was playing Alara Reborn when we first started, drafting terribly because you don't start in a multicolored set. That's terrible. It was a nightmare. It was really a nightmare. I did not enjoy that at all. So starting an Alara Reborn draft was like a disaster for a new player. It really sucked because everything was multicolored. But I got into the constructed format, got into standard, learned a lot about the game, really enjoyed playing the game. But man, I hated draft. We back drafted, so like the winner picks the cards they want out of the pool first, and like the losers get stuck with nothing. And trying to draft Alara Reborn, the trip, what was it? Shards, Conflux, Alara Reborn. Like, it's a mess for a new player who doesn't understand how to draft very well. Oh man, that was the worst time of my life trying to learn that. It didn't help that the people we were drafting with actually knew what they were doing. Like, it made it very difficult. So, it was frustrating starting off that way, but, everybody has their own introduction to Magic the Gathering. That just happened to be mine. Opponent blocks. Not going to waste my Rampager because I kind of want to just cast it. Again, kind of getting blown out by Damnation here if it shows up, but I don't really feel like it's okay to play around Damnation unless you have the opportunity to. I think in this case, not playing around it just benefits me more. Obviously not if my opponent casts the card Damnation, but in pretty much every other situation like that, I'm fine with. Do that all day. We're cool, dog. So, Sight Butcher, I really appreciate you interacting. Nobody else said anything. I don't think there's anybody else watching, but, it is what it is. Sidraxis Spectre. Another card that I saw a lot of. So, because it is a 3/2, I can kill it very easily. And because I kind of want to scry a little bit, I'm actually just going to cast the Magma Jet. Put both of these on the bottom because I don't like them. Attack past this Seagate Oracle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opponent's going to take 7. take 7. What is that? 8. Very close to death. This 5 can hit them to the face. So if my opponent just cast a 5 mana spell, they're kind of boned. Okay, opponent casts a 6 mana spell. I think they're kind of boned. Yeah, they're boned. I'm pretty sure. Because I can attack with these 3. If he blocks 2 big things, takes 2 down to 6, survives actually. Ah, you jerk. If he blocks the 2 biggest things, he loses both of his guys though, so I'll probably win anyway. I'm just going to do it, see what happens. Oh, but I can't cast this. I'm dumb. Okay, that was stupid. Yeah, that was dumb. Oh, it's fine. Blocks the 2 biggest things. Take some damage. You get a 2/2 zombie. I play my Wrath spell next turn and kill you, but maybe you have some way to stop me. You never know. You need a way to stop me and a way to not die to 6 power on board. Potentially only 3 power on board, I guess. Getting lucky. Look, I make misplays, so you're going to have to get used to that. The beer, see this guy? The beer gets to me very quickly. And if you want, playing correctly at the Bobman MTG channel, you're just not going to get it. But feel free to, raise your input to everybody who's watching, which I believe at this point is nobody. But, I appreciate the feedback because I rewatch these when I post them up to the YouTube channel. So I like seeing all the misplays that I made, which is usually a ton of misplays because I drink heavily before I even sign on to MTGO. That's why the mature filter is on, because God knows what the hell I'm going to say while I'm doing this. Opponent plays Electromancer, did something else, wasn't paying attention. Oh, Alchemy. Oh man, I miss Innistrad so much. Innistrad was great. I loved playing in... what is going on? Are you dead? Can you be dead, please? You're at 5. Like, I'm just going to attack you, and then you're going to do stuff, and maybe I'll just Thunderous Wrath you for game. Probably dead. Take 3. Oh, no. Yeah, whatever. I don't even feel like waiting. Like, are you going to survive this somehow? F6. I hit the F6 button. Everything's fine. Oh, he got me. Untaps 4 lands. Survives at 2. Might kill me. Got 3 cards in his hand. Plays an Augur of Bolt. I'm F6ing. I want to see what this guy can do. He's got 5 mana and 2 cards in hand. If he can stop this aristocrat from killing him, I don't even feel bad about it. I'm only at 23. You can get me. Blue-red. Mortar's my 3 power guy. Loses mana. Gets rid of a blocker. Opponent. Oh! I just boned myself. Not attacking. Clicked through like an idiot. Playing a Signet passing turn. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. You ready? 2 cards. Opponent has 2 cards. I have 1 card. I know what it is. It's a good one. It'll kill him if the 2 cards in his hand aren't good. Opponent is deciding whether to... Oh! Unearth Sidraxis Spectre. Oh, he got me. I didn't even notice that in there. I'm going to lose this game because of this card. This is badass. Look at you. Look at you, you pimp. What does that even do? Makes a zombie when it dies or something? I don't care about this. I care about this. I'm going to lose my freaking Falcon Wrath Aristocrat that I should have cast at end of turn. Opponent gets to keep both cards in his hand. I'm going to take some damage. I'm not even chumping because whatever. You got me, dude. I made a mistake. It should have been on the battlefield. That's what happens when you drink too much. Exile, make a zombie, untap, get my mountain that I don't need. I'm at 11. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5 power, so I'm not completely dead. Pass turn. I can still draw out of it if these 3 cards are bad. 2 cards are bad. Probably has the Niv-Mizzets that were going on the draft table, to be honest. Don't want to see them. Only has 2 reds. Is it blue, blue, red, red 2? Unearth's Vithian Stinger. Tap for 1 damage to the guy. F6, I have no cards in my hand. Tax for 5. I'm at 6. Opponent's at 2. 2 cards in hand. Just need to draw Magma Jet. Did I already use Magma Jet? Yeah, I did. Ranger comes down. Thin out the deck, please. Get a plains. F6. Wait. Oh, F6, whatever. Goes to combat. Chump block. Doesn't matter. Chump block you. Take 3. Go to 3. Opponent casts something. 7 mana spell? What are you casting? Oh, that's a good one. I was playing that. Alright, opponent got me. It is what it is. What just happened? Oh. Appreciate the follow, Sight Butcher. Don't think there's anything worth sideboarding in here. Opponent's deck is kind of speedy. Don't want to really slow my game plan down. Alright, got Burning Tree. Couple of tap lands, but I'm fine with it. If I don't misplay this time, I should be able to get the edge. I screwed up a lot last time. Tap land go. Next turn I'm going to play Burning Tree into Sylvan Ranger. Try to get in some damage early. Play Burning Tree. Get some mana. Play Sylvan Ranger. Yes, please. Didn't want to waste the Explorer yet because next turn... unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play a drawn... Woolly Thoctor anyway, but I think the most important thing to get is Plains because 2 mountains left in the deck. Really, there's no difference between the Plains and the mountains except for how many are in the deck. I only use either card for Woolly Thoctor and Burning Tree, which is on the battlefield right now, so it doesn't matter. Start off with Explore? No, start off with Signet into Explorer, right? Play Signet. Tap Signet, get 2 mana. Play Explorer. Tap land. No attacks. Next turn I have the opportunity to cast a Rotworm if my opponent doesn't leave all his mana available. If they do, I might cast this, but I really don't want to waste it on a card like Augur. I'd rather wait way longer because this card can get busted later in the game. Unfortunately, if they play the Entomber Exarch later in the game, it's kind of a waste of space. So I really don't want to wait too long. Opponent does not leave any blue mana up, which leads me to believe that playing the Rotworm is the best use of my mana. Play Rotworm. No mana really. Can't really do much. Always leave that black up just in case we want to use the Rotworm. Not likely, but could happen if my opponent goes to kill it. I can always just sack it. Don't hit that F6 button, please. F6 passes priority. You don't get a chance to use the ability. Just hit that OK button. It's right there. Right on the screen. It's fine. Opponent controls a gate. So he's got a 4/4 that does not have defender. Kind of does, but doesn't. See, now this gets 4 cards out of their deck, which isn't that much, but it's a reasonable amount. It also lets me attack with this guy because he won't be able to put up any fight. So we're going to do that. Tap these. Let's me get in with the Rotworm. If I attack with Burning... No, there's no reason. Opponent could just easily chump here, take 5 either way. So, might as well have the blocker available in case I need it. Logic being that my opponent cannot double block this in order to kill it. So he's just going to let it through. And if I attack with Burning Tree and they play some sort of hasty creature, they can get an extra damage that I don't want them to. Don't care about Compulsive Research. Draw 3, discard 2 unless they discard a land. Compulsive Research, classic card. Love playing this in Commander. Obviously only a 1 of, but still a sweet card. Plays a island, I think. Signet, not that scary. Don't have access to blue mana. Possible Mizium Mortars on the worm. Inquisition, you got me. Got my middle fingers, bitch. Opponent is going to combat. Passes the turn. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Don't feel bad. Go to combat. Still only attacking with the worm. Have access to an extra 2 damage on board just by the worm's ability. Well, technically 3 damage if my opponent tries to kill the worm. I could sack my entire battlefield, but I don't think I would. Opponent tapping 4 mana. 5 mana. Mortars my whole battlefield. Well, guess what happens? Choose you. Tap a black. Sack a thing. Choose you. Tap a black. Sack a thing. Choose you. Tap a black. Sack a thing. F6. Yes, please. Opponent spell resolves. They have some things. I have no things. Unfortunate. But that's what you get when you make stupid decisions like me. Play an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Pass the turn. How are you going to fight this thing? Need to draw a Pit Keeper. That'd be nice. Opponent has 18 cards left in their deck. Probably not winning on deck out. Just want the Pit Keeper or a Summoning Trap or a Thragtusk. Those would all be fine. Opponent plays 2, 3, 4. Scourge Cultist, not bad in this situation. Not a busted card, but pretty powerful. Stinger, really annoying. Especially when I have a 1/1. No way to protect it. Passing the turn. Probably going to get blown out this game. Nothing I can do about it. There was really no way I could play out of that. I didn't draw much. I drew mostly lands. 10 lands. 6 spells. Not a bad ratio, but not the best ratio of specific cards. F6ing. Opponent knows he can get in for damage. I didn't really try to do much. Opponent passes turn. Draw Pit Keeper. Not a bad start to trying to come back to this, but I don't have much in here. If my opponent counters this, I'm kind of completely boned. Pit Keeper back the Rotworm. Opponent has 2 cards left in hand. Yeah, okay, whatever. I want it. Yes, I obviously want it. Gonna play this. Opponent's at 7, I'm at 9. This is not looking great. They have a removal spell of some kind. Terminate. Stinger kills a Pit Keeper. Do I sack it? I don't think... I think Thunderous Wrath's the only thing that gets me out of this, because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Yeah, so Thunderous Wrath is the only card that gets me out of this, so I have to play as if I'm going to draw it. Okay. Yes. F6. I'm going to go pee while my opponent does their turn. I will be back in a moment. Good luck, buddy. Hope you kill me. Okay, what do we got? No blockers, obviously. We dead? Sorry. Had to take care of business. Opponent's tapping mana, playing Strax Special. Did not draw it. We are dead. Alright, good G's, bro. Concede. Got some packs. Wasn't the worst. I appreciate anybody and everybody who watched. I am trying to figure out... Oh, wait. I can push this button. Viewer list. Alright. Yeah, Site Butcher. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, it did not go great in that last match. The first two matches were pretty awesome. For anybody who watched or tuned in or whatever, these get uploaded to our YouTube channel on the Bobman MTG YouTube. I wouldn't rewatch them because they're pretty terrible, but I appreciate anybody who enjoyed this draft. And not sponsored by Budweiser, but I love Budweiser. So thanks, everyone. Have a good night.